And hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the Crust. I am Dennis, I am the Paleo Gamer, and today we're going to try to clean up the mistake I made the last time I played. Um, well, I'll go ahead and continue so we can figure out what that is. Basically, what I had done was if you have a drone mining a resource node manually, it produces the oxide for that resource. However, if you put a extractor on it, it just gets raw regolith that happens to be rich in that resource. Um, like over here, this guy is a iron extractor, or it's an extractor that is producing regolith that happens to be coming from this site, which is 63% iron. And it takes this regolith refinery to actually turn that into oxide. I, unfortunately, over here had built a silicon extractor, or an extractor on this silicon deposit, but hadn't built the regolith refinery yet. So I was not actually getting any silicon dioxide, which means my poor smelter down here couldn't produce anything. I ran out of silicon, which I needed to build the refinery in the first place, and which I needed to build my solar panels and batteries, which I'm going to need because it's about to get dark and we have no battery power stored. So that was my mistake. Right now I have set this back to manual mining just so I can get some silicon going. Right now I have none. So we're going to sit here and let this run for a while just so I can catch up and get back to doing things again.
Objective achieved.
A single regolith refinery is a mono-refinery that can only produce one type of oxide at a time. Be sure to select the recipes for iron and silicon oxide to start production.
Yes, we are back again. Um, while it finally...
Objective achieved.
Oh, Crust is giving us some research. Thank you, Crust.
Director, a conveyor belt will speed up production and eliminate the need for drones in resource delivery. I advise you to keep an eye on this technology.
You heard him, Director. Now we have a steel production chain, but we can increase its efficiency by connecting the modules with conveyor belts. It will reduce the load for drones and speed up production. Exactly what we need right now.
All right.
Use the conveyor tool and connect the extractor to the refinery and smelting furnace. This way, the resource-rich regolith will go into the refinery.
Yeah, we don't need to be hearing that. Okay. Got a couple of modules that broke when my back was turned, but okay. All right. We've managed to pick up some more silicon. We did survive the lunar night, barely. Everything keeps breaking. But now we finally have enough resources up and running that I think we can actually start doing this automatically again because we have about 20 silicon stored up. So I'm going to go back and build the extractor. Thought I had it lined up before. I guess I didn't. Did I not? Okay, well, I guess we have to figure it out again. Okay, get rid of that conveyor belt because that's apparently in the way. See if that fixes it. Okay, everything stopped for a second while I get this working. Okay. Okay, I think I got that sorted out finally. The thing we need to do now is I want to use this thing I built here, which is an ore scanner, because I want to see what's out here. Mainly, I want to see what this thing is. So let's start with that. Now, the ore scanner slowly charges its batteries, and you have to wait for those batteries to charge before you can do anything with it. So, but at the moment, we're only really interested in what that is. So that's titanium, and there's a ice deposit right here, which could also come in useful. All right, let's see if there's anything else in the general vicinity. You notice the further out you go, it always scans the same area. It just nothing there. Nothing. Some more hard regolith, some more iron up there. More hard regolith. And some aluminum. So we have some things to look for. I'm right now more interested in this titanium that I have sitting right here. I just wished it wasn't so close to this. And we're about to lose power because we're down to 5%. We're only a little ways into the lunar night. So let me plop a extractor on these titanium deposits here. Because you notice I can't even manually extract those. I have to have an extractor doing it for me. And then we'll wait for our power to go out, and then we'll come back to that and see what happens next. And we've survived another lunar night. I think I'm producing enough power right now. It's just that I don't think I'm able to store enough. I mean, I think I've got enough batteries. I just can't store it. I got mining drones not doing anything. Do I not have any area to dig out? Hang on. I have not told it to dig out anything lately. So let's go over here and see if we can get to where this aluminum node is, or if that's all hard regolith that we can't get through. And let's get a little more, well, their space is already there. Okay. Let's just clean out a little bit of space down here just to give them something to do. And that's how I make smart concrete anyway. So, okay, fine. You guys, that'll keep you guys busy for a while. Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do up here, I'm going to switch to the surface. I'm going to build another bank of solar panels. I think I've got enough batteries. I think I just can't get the solar panels to talk to them, or can't charge them up enough. So, oh, who just broke? Connect all you guys up. And then connect that to the grid. Okay. Hopefully that'll solve some problems. I've done a few other things while we were gone. I'm now producing titanium. But I don't really have yet what we call a rolling mill, which is what I use to make titanium plates. So I'm waiting for that research to take place. In the meantime, I may as well throw a smelter here. Do I need a smelter for titanium? Probably. Okay. And it won't let me quite put it there because there's wall there. Oh well. But we'll go ahead and start doing titanium. I also, up here, I built a second iron smelting furnace right here. Just because, well, I had the space. But I haven't connected it up yet, so now that's automated. And I'm going to add a resource refinery here, or resource storage here. So that will store all the iron we build. Okay. And since that one's now up and running, I'm going to get rid of that one. I am not going to immediately automate my silicon production because the thing I told you before, I want you to store iron. Well, steel, thank you. I'm not going to immediately automate the rest of my production because, man, that's a mess up here, isn't it? Where was that aluminum that I saw up here? Oh, right here. Okay. We'll go ahead and start setting that up soon. Okay. And now that I've got some blue research going, let's see if I can I look up auto repair? Yes. Everything else is busy. Let's take you out for right now and put automatic let's make you priority. Then I'm going to want this too. That will let us get rid of this kind of stuff. And that kind of stuff also turns into rare earths, which we will need to start making components. So we have stuff we need to do. So we're just going to let things happen for a while. Like I've said in the past, I think it doesn't do anything until I tell it to do it, until I hit a certain milestone. Oh, I've also added a charging station down here just so all the drones don't have to go to the surface just to recharge. So we're going to let this run for a while, and we'll come back when it's ready for something else. All right, things have been running for a little bit now. We've got more power up top. I just could not get the batteries to charge, so I had to put more solar panels in. Over here, we have a full titanium production chain. So we're storing titanium rods right now. We're going to need to do something else with them. I've started on aluminum. I don't have a aluminum smelter yet. I want to clear out some of that regolith first. And that module, I got a bunch of modules that need repair. Hang on. I think my next piece of research is, but I'm out of blue again. Oh well, okay. Oh, we'll get there eventually. Iron is running fully well over here. Silicon is still here. I just have not automated that last step because I want this to hold. I did just finish researching what is called a pressing module. And the pressing module, not a pressing module, am I confused? Rolling mill. No, rolling mill is what I need. I'm still waiting on that one. Ignore me. Yeah, let's get that into the queue. Okay. The rolling mill will let me make titanium plates, which are these things, because right now I'm only making rods. Outside of that, everything is currently just chugging along. I am waiting for research to be done so I can get other things up and running. So we're going to switch back again and just let things run for a bit after I fix this. And we actually survived the lunar night for the first time, so we're getting more modules, even though everything keeps breaking. Just a minor tour around what we have here. Need you to store aluminum. you up. Okay. And you need to store aluminum. All right. Just a minor tour around of what's happened in the past few minutes. We added a storage module for our silicon refinery because it filled up. This thing can only hold 32 in internal storage. So I had to make some space for it. Just like iron's being stored here, titanium rods are being stored here, and aluminum rods are being stored here. I still have not completely automated silicon production. Because again, I'm wanting to hold off on whatever they're going to ask me to do next. In the meantime, I'm extracting stuff. I do have this ice deposit here. That is going to become important soonish. Because as soon as they want us to start, at some point, they're going to ask us to keep people here. We're going to have to rescue people and that sort of thing so they can survive on the moon. We're going to have to give them air and water and all that kind of stuff. So what I suppose I could do is go ahead and start setting up a space for them to live. So what I'm going to do is going to go over here, not there. Oh, I can't do room building yet. How about that? Never mind. I guess I can't do anything yet. What is that? Research branch I need to do. I may have to go ahead and automate things just so I can get something from get some more resources from Crust. So I guess I'm going to do that after all, because I'm going to need more research before I can do anything. Okay. I'm going to build a new smelter, just because I want it to be closer to where things are. It's going to have to be like right there. Not my favorite spot, but is what it is. Connect its output from here. It's going to need to be powered. Yeah, I really need that auto repair. It's going to need to be powered. So what I'm going to do is, since that's full, I'm going to dismantle that wire. Put a new wire over to here. Let's say connect that to both of them. Okay. Then, just because I'm going to need it later, I'm going to put another silicon storage up here. Yeah, I want you doing silicon, and it's about to tell me I'm automated. So,
Objective achieved.
yeah, I needed that. Okay.
Crust's tasks require significant resource investment, which means we need to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities.
Okay, I just hit pause there. This is one of the cases where that does pause, because I'm wasting science points. I need to get something that... What science points am I wasting? Oh, green. Okay, so I need to start researching living quarters. That's the thing I was saying a few minutes ago I kind of needed.
Let's start producing components. We need titanium to manufacture parts. Find titanium deposits among the regolith using an ore detector to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components.
All right. I had an ore detector built earlier. Okay, what I was about to do before a bunch of things happened, excuse me, is I'm going to build another storage module here and connect it up so that can start storing silicon on its own. And then I want to tear down this thing because I had another. All right. Now, do I have a... Can I build the pressing module yet? Not the pressing module, the whatever that other thing is. Rolling mill. Yes, I can build a rolling mill now. So we're going to go ahead and build one of those and plop it here. Because you can split conveyors. You just sort of pick a spot on the conveyor and drag to it. And you see it splits. So now some of my titanium rods will go into storage, others will go in here to be turned into plates. Add a storage module for those. Connect that up. And just because I'm about to run out of power nodes again. Okay, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Here we go. Yeah, you see that one's already full because it's feeding over here. Man, power management gets to be a problem after a while. All right. And since it wants me to build an ore detector again, fine. I guess I'll build a new ore detector. I need to look further out this way anyway, so let's build one over here. Another one I'm going to need more branches for. Temporarily take you down. Run you down to here, you to there, and then you to there. So it'll wake up when it gets enough power. And you, I want you to store silicon. Okay. I could tear that thing down and it would just leave silicon lying on the ground.
Great job. Now build a components factory and supply it with titanium and steel. I'm sure, Director, this will be an easy task for you.
Research complete.
Okay, we got a couple of things we just had to do. Okay. Steel is over here, titanium is here. So let's build a component factory around here. I want you to store the titanium plates.
Director, here's the latest news regarding contracts. To resume shipments to Earth, we'll need to restore communication and significantly expand production. If we manage this in the near term, I'll negotiate an extremely lucrative contract with the aerospace company FASM. They've lost their supplier and are willing to pay generously for an urgent order. I'm still looking into the matter, but be prepared to devote all resources to this effort if you want to maximize the benefits. I'll return as soon as new information becomes available.
Yeah, got it. And that popped up while I was paused. I should not have built that thing yet. I think that's where it messed me, what triggered the next advance. Okay. Just because I want space, I'm going to dismantle that. It'll leave silicon lying on the ground, which will eventually get picked up. I also want to build a components factory, which is going to need this and this. So we're going to plop it, and of course everything's in the wrong order. So because it wants the steel on the, oh good grief, it wants the steel the other way. Okay, can I flip it? Yeah, I'll flip it here and just sneak everything up past that way. Okay. So we need to add this up to a conveyor. And hook this up to a conveyor. And you're going to be producing components, so let's build a storage module for those and put it right here. Okay. So that should take care of itself for a while. Let's also get rid of that wasting science points. I'm wasting my green points. I happen to know that it's going to want me to do this soon, so I'm going to make it mad at me and do something else. All right. So, and I'm going to need to get some more engineering up and running soon. Uh, that will become become useful at some point, and that will become useful at some point. So let's get those going. All right. So let's let this run for a while and see what happens.
Director, we have a message on the emergency channel. I'll put it on the screen.
Attention. This is Arthur Moore, commander of the Hope 2 orbital station. The station has sustained severe damage from multiple collisions. We have lost key control modules. A hard moon landing will occur in the coming weeks. Request assistance from anyone who hears this message. All crew members are ordered to take shelter in Block 4. I repeat.
The debris from the meteorite impact must have gotten Hope 2. I'm already contacting Crust to report it.
Yeah, I guess we do need to rescue people. That was those walls I was talking about earlier and why I needed that power. So, okay, let's see if we can do this.
With all due respect, Director, I do not share your doubts. People are in danger, and if it's in our power to help them, we must do so.
With all due respect, Alice, altruism has clouded your judgment. Crust is clearly asking for grant aid that we cannot afford right now. I suggest we focus on restoring production and resuming shipments to Earth, where resources are urgently needed right now. Also, I've negotiated a prepayment with FASM. We can use their funds if we start reestablishing the contract system now.
All you care about is profit. If that's the case, think of the technology Crust will provide. It's worth as much as our base in its current state.
Do we pay a fair price for their technology? Don't forget, Director, by accepting Crust's offer, we will allow them to decide how our base is developed. We'll have to focus on the construction of the living quarters and postpone the expansion of high-tech manufacturing and investigation of the meteorite case.
Crust is going to accommodate the surviving Hope 2 crew members at your base in exchange for equipment and technologies for us to carry out a rescue mission. If you accept Crust's offer, you will lose access to the FASM contract, for which the corporation is willing to pay upfront.
Okay. Didn't they ask me this earlier? Okay, I think one of the game is still in early access. It's still being developed. I think one of the patch notes was that they had this point come up later than before. So maybe that's high difficulty, and it's still a work in progress. So we won't be able to complete it. So I'm going to switch back to normal difficulty again. I think I've already done this, but we're still going to. Don't worry, we'll see the Hope 2 crew later.
Director, our operation requires a colossal amount of funds. The budget is stretched to its limits, and there are no new investments in sight. We need to come up with something urgently.
I hear you. Crust is capable of organizing a rescue operation independently, but the explosion damaged the system for communicating with the nearest facilities. You need communication for full operations on the moon, and we need it to rescue the crew of Hope 2. Your base is the closest to the repeater, and we can provide the equipment for the repairs. It's a mutually beneficial proposal, Director, but I understand if you want to discuss it with your colleagues again.
Again, didn't we do this already? Or maybe we haven't done this one already. Anyway, I'll take the offer.
Pleasure doing business with you. We'll send you the rover scout and the coordinates for the repeater shortly.
Got it.
I have a solution to our problems, Director. We can establish trade with other organizations on the moon. This way, surplus resources are converted into money, which we currently lack. To send resources, we need a landing platform. And to access the market, we need to research the online market.
Yeah, got it.
Don't call me cynical, but the best we can do under the current circumstances is try to salvage the equipment that miraculously survived.
This is why you get paid the big bucks, Ledger. Great idea. Director, let's get started immediately. Research and construction will take some time.
Director, we managed to send the Research Rover Scout. It's essential for your mission. Examine the satellite repeater and activate it by any means possible. Mr. Ratchet will help you sort out the controls. You're free to use data that will help the mission. Some of it will expedite the research. Professor Wilfrey knows what to do with it. However, remember that all ship logs, crew records, and other materials related to the incident are the property of Crust. Your company has no authority to examine this information.
Yeah, fine, whatever. What are you going to do?
Ratchet, did you hear? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. Don't mess it up. They won't give us another one.
I wouldn't laugh at that if I were you. We're sending an expensive machine off base where the satellite link doesn't work. If we lose it, well... Anyway, Director, let's get back to work. Land the cargo pod with the rover and we'll continue.
All right.
Horizon 6. Almost everything has been modified. Only the hull is original. There's serious hardware there. Even Crust doesn't have much like it. Send it off base and see what we can find with it.
All right. What I was about to say earlier, when Crust interrupted, is that we barely made it through the lunar night that time, so I'm going to need more solar panels and battery power. Fix all this first. All right.
Objective achieved.
Now what I need to do is I want the
Crust
rover.
has sent the coordinates of the repeater. Let's send the rover there and try to deal with that piece of junk.
All right. What I want to do is I want to go here.
Colleagues, I'll remind you that we already received payment for the FASM contract, but haven't started fulfilling it yet. We need to hurry up to avoid damaging our reputation as a reliable supplier.
Yeah, Ledger.
In this case, we need to research and build a landing platform.
Yes, I know. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to go to the repeater.
Research complete.
We have a... and go. Okay, you can go do that. While you're busy, we'll go back over here and see what's going on. You're wasting science points again. What flavor? Green. Okay. So, do I have ice processing yet? Apparently. All right. I'm going to need all this stuff to actually handle the crew members when they get here. So right now, I don't have any blue. We're going to skip that for now. We'll go ahead and let that start working. In the meantime, I got mining drones that aren't doing anything, so we need to give them something to do. Let's just keep going in this direction for now. See, that's all hard regolith that I can't get through because I haven't gotten that expansion yet. Oh, there's something, some sort of ore down here. Wonder what that is. And something there too, huh? Oops. That's scan with ore scanner. Oh, that guy's just mining. Okay. There's something here. Looks like iron, just looking at it. But yeah, I did promise I would do another scan with this thing, so let's see what we got. More regolith. And one more. Let's see what we got down here. Okay, I'm not seeing much new this way. Can I tag that thing, whatever that is? Okay, this is another silicon deposit. Well, we can always use silicon. All right. Well, we've got our marching orders. We don't have enough power to do anything yet. I'm going to have to get back to the surface and put up some more solar panels. So in the meantime, I think we're going to call it a stop here. And when we come back, we'll see what the rover found. Until next time, I am Dennis. I am the Paleo Gamer, and we have been playing The Crust. And I will see you next time.